Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck the credits directly from your pocket. See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
Don't you have something better to do? I know your type. Free-wheeling space ace. Must be nice. Save it for someone who gives a damn.
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service. Keep your nose.
Private sector. That's where the real money's at.
Don't go causing trouble.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
I'm not in the mood. Get lost, I have a job to do.
Just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's neon. What are you looking at? Get out of my face. If you want to gawk at something, take it to the Astral Lounge. You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing, killing. Even the Crimson Fleet don't trust them. I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from me. People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. They think it is. That makes them dangerous. Keep it moving. Don't make my job any harder.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way they can strike anywhere. I don't like the look of you. Another day, another shift. I used to be an actuary. Now look at me. You don't need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know that, right? Got a problem? Quit staring. Cause any trouble and I'll drag you straight to lockup. Want to see how short my temper is? Keep talking. Scram, I'm on duty. Stay out of trouble or we'll have a problem. Oh, look who's got a Laredo gun. Welcome to civilization, cowboy. If the gangs can keep from killing each other, just might have a good day. Hello. I think I got them, what do you call them? Corns? Yeah, I got corns. Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the colony war, the pirates used them as forward operating bases, all over the settled systems. When my shift goes along again, that girl's gonna kill me. Yeah. You don't want to pick a fight with me. Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures. Gotta call someone's power kit going out. You know what it was? Like heat leech as long as my leg. Yuck. What? My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor. Alright. Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion. Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the settled systems. They like to use old abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, the ones left over from the colony war. You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. That's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes should be blasted into space dust. Not interested. Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space, or got separated from their home planet, or what. You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, it seems like the Crimson Fleet is... I think I got them... What do you call them? You're out there a lot, right? In space? It's all a favor.
Don't move, Nesha!
What's this about? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan? Smuggle the Aurora into Kilo City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, was all. Honest mistake, right? Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayer's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it! Let's go!
I'm just finally turning things around. Yannick's gotta come through for me. Come on.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
Nah. Not from here, are you?
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge, I suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory purposes, of course.
Want to challenge your instincts?
Want your back around here.
There are a ton of distractions in Neon, so I expect you to be on your best behavior here.
Doc Manning will fix you up. When
Is
it gets
that
its hooks
obvious?
into you, Aurora never lets go.
Yeah. Damn.
Coming down
So
off Aurora isn't
cold.
easy. Took me months to shake it off.
The doc, he isn't gonna, rat me out to anyone, right?
You kidding? No one cares if you're addicted to the stuff. Hell, that's what they want.
Well, if it worked for you, I hope it works for me. I'm sick of feeling this way when I can't get a fix. I'll just rest until the doc's ready to talk to me.
What can Reliant Medical do for you? Oh my goodness, another poor soul. All right, tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps? Unfortunately, yes. You see, the more Aurora that a user absorbs, the more resistance their body builds up to its active ingredients. That means the user needs larger and larger doses in order to feel its full effect. Eventually, the doses get so incredibly large, the user's nervous system simply can't handle the overload. Oh, you're certainly welcome to take a look, but I'm afraid we're dangerously low on supplies. I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic. I've spoken to the people at Reliant Medical Corporate, I've talked to the Freestar Rangers, I've even gone to the Freestar Collective Council. Every answer is always the same. We're working on it. It's corruption at the highest levels. Ugh. So aggravating. There is, actually, but it requires outside assistance. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volite system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know. Huh. Well, it's completely dependent upon how long the user's been addicted. People who have been using for, say, 2 years or less, I've been able to put through a full detoxification program successfully. But there are others who have been addicted pretty much all their adult lives, and I have yet to try and cure someone who hasn't relapsed. Aurora stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neurotransmitter serotonin in the prefrontal cortex. This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory and visual. That's the enticement factor. As you can imagine, this state is highly addictive, and the user gets stuck in a vicious cycle. They need more Aurora to satisfy their cravings. I'm sure I have something I can spare. Let's take a look. I see nothing here that needs healing. Nothing physical, anyway. That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. There's nothing to worry about. As long as packages aren't coming off a commercial vessel, the authorities won't scan them. That's why this has to be done slowly and methodically. If I get too much all at once, they'll catch on to my scheme. I use the proceeds from my paying customers, and by cutting a few expenses here and there, I'm able to use a bit of my own money. It's not a bother, really. The cots here at the facility are actually quite comfortable. As much as I'd like to believe that, let's wait and see how you feel after you make the delivery. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding. She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside. We both apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Spent a heck of a lot of hours working together. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong, we're just friends, of course. She's young enough to be my daughter. I almost felt bad leaving her behind when I was hired to work for Reliant in Neon, but I knew she'd do well wherever she ended up. Reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and she's been helping me ever since. If you need help, remember Reliant.
Things for you.
Are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready. The Hotel Volai. Sleep with us.
I really don't know if I can do this. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I can do this. Maybe I should just go back to my room. That wouldn't be very Neon though, would it? What's the point in coming all this way if you don't let loose? Believe it or not, I'm actually here for my bachelor party. My fiance wants me to be more adventurous, so I thought, what better place than Neon? But I thought the adventure would just happen by default. I didn't think I'd have to manufacture it on my own. I like that it's not a crate, and I haven't felt anything crawling on me when I sleep, so I feel like they do a good job keeping it clean. Oh, it's just the offhand comment here and there, how I never take risks or don't like adventure. She hasn't said I'm boring, and I don't think I am, but looking at my past, I can't exactly prove that. This is my way of finding out. I've been asking my therapist the same question for years, but he hasn't given me an answer I like yet. True, the city is known for Aurora, so I figured I should try that. But I talked with Dr. Manning about how it works, and now I'm skeptical. No, wait. Not skeptical? terrified. Oh, now that is my idea of a good time. But I'm wondering if my fiance would agree. No, this is exactly what my fiance was talking about. I hesitate too much. But I also don't want to dive right in. I think I want to start with something less damaging to my central nervous system. Supposedly, Madame Sauvage sells a drink called Velocity that's almost like a drug. There's also some local swill people swear by called Blend over at Legrand's Liquors. What do you think? Are you trying to get me killed? That seems like a really bad idea. I'm trying to ease into this. Okay, then we'll go with Blend. I'm a bit worried what's in the mix. But that's exactly the kind of cowardice I'm trying to get over. I'll try that first. But not right away. I need to prepare myself for the ritual. But hey, next time you come back to Neon, do me a favor and check in on me. Make sure I'm not dead. See you around.
Welcome to the Hotel Voli.
Welcome to the Hotel Voli. Are you here to rent a room?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. We have finally appointed spacious suites, all featuring fantastic amenities. Best of all, each room is security protected with an encrypted password-locked door. So, you can rest easy at night. Well, you should be, because I can guarantee you're getting gouged all over this city. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. Well, almost every business in Neon is subject to ridiculous fees and taxes. They claim that it's because Neon occupies such a prime location, having close proximity to Ryujin and all of the other megacorporations. But I think you and I both know that's not true at all. No miracle, just some good old-fashioned ingenuity. But that's a story for another time.
So, can I book you a room for the night?
To tell you the truth, not really. And that's one of the consequences with the arrangement between Administrator Bayu and myself. He won't hassle me, but there's nothing I can do about my guests being hassled. The last tenant I had was arrested for spitting on the street. As you can imagine, business is not exactly booming. Luckily, I have more than enough capital to cover my expenses, but it still sucks. You mean the stuff Bayu leaves out of the brochures? Don't mind at all. Oh, you noticed that little thing? Yeah, that's Bayu's crown jewel. First of all, you have the Astral Lounge, flowing with Aurora, attracting every tourist within light years of Voli. Then you have exorbitantly priced offices for every megacorp, besides Ryujin, with Xenofresh Fisheries square at the top. And And like the cherry at the top of his ego sundae, Bayou's got his private penthouse. I don't even want to think about what goes on up there. Neon has 4 main districts. The ones where Bayou wants you to spend your credits are Bayou Plaza and Ikuchi Market. Those are the glitzy parts of town. Bayou Plaza is the section outside my doors, from the trade tower to the spaceport. Ikuchi Market runs from the Starport terminal to Ryujin Tower. Not quite as glamorous as the plaza, but still expensive. Then there's Upside, running the perimeter of the upper platform. Probably not the best spot for tourists. Finally, you have the Underbelly, the working class's domain under our feet. Not much down there, but industry and a few random shops. Most of the Underbelly is taken up by Xenofresh and Generdyne's facilities, but there are a few hidden gems you might want to check out. Actually, I'd recommend checking out Off-World Eats. Cosmos and Lee run that place. They're a couple of great guys. No, I don't think so. Upside's filled with a few decent clubs, like Madame Sauvage's place and Euphorica. You should check them out. Just watch your back. It's gang territory, which means Neon security tends to ignore what goes on in there. Sounds good. Let me know if you need anything else. Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. I've got one with your name on it. Are you planning on an extended stay or just one night? Sorry, but it looks like you don't have enough credits. Enjoy your visit to Neon.
Welcome, Off-Worlder, to the Hotel Volai. Your home away. Look in the mirror and wish you could see another version of you. Now is the time to enhance your life. Here at Enhance, we have a full range of goods. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We've got you covered when you're ready.
Our trained and certified physicians are qualified to assess and treat any physical illness or affliction. Fly today, the nearest furnace. We have everything you need for all your daily adventures, from the mundane to the death-defying. Seek Heart Outfitters. If we don't have it, we can get it.
While we're here, you better stay off the Aurora. You don't want that drug scrambling your brains.
I think I need a break.
How about hitting up the rooftops and watching lightning hit the span?
You know, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Great! I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
It's a date. A quiet evening should do me some good.
Nothing more relaxing than watching lightning strikes. Well, as long as you're not afraid of lightning. If you ever want to get away from the crowds, the rooftops are always a good option. Some people are into stargazing, but lightning's pretty much all we got here. If you ever want to get away from the crowds, the rooftops are always a good option.
A quiet evening should do me some good.
I have plenty of supplies for your next expedition in stock. Welcome to Sickhart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it. The question should really be, what don't we sell? We carry a wide assortment of equipment perfectly suitable for stellar exploration and extraplanetary excursions. Best selection in Neon. An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by So take your time, look around,
ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine doing anything else. My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. But I've always been quite stubborn. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. My business is my pride and joy. You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so please support my business with your patronage. You won't be disappointed. Sure, I have everything you need to explore the settled systems. Don't see what you need, feel free to ask.
Something for you when you have a moment.
Hey there, intrepid explorer.
It's been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot. Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot. No, it's fine. Go ahead. Time to go?
Seek heartstop fitters. If we don't have it, we can get it.
We're on
If we
the
can.
Do you think I could make it in this series?
Sophistication and space. The perfect marriage. Here it's...
Visiting the Astral Lounge while we're here. I mean, that's a given, right?
Yes. How can I help you today? On behalf of Strout Eklund, I'd like to welcome you to our showroom today. Our company prides itself as the industry leader in spacecraft production. We use groundbreaking technology to give us a significant advantage over our competitors. You can configure your desired spacecraft at any one of our conveniently located kiosks. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help. I can assure you, everything that I'm saying is quite accurate. Ever since the corporate merger, our company is stronger than ever. Feel free to have a look around our showroom. I'll be right here if you need me. He's been to Neon a few times, but I haven't had the pleasure of his company for more than a few minutes at the most. What I can say is that, despite what's been reported by the media, Mr. Strad is a rational luminary with uniquely future-forward vision. Actually, I've been working here for only 2 years. Previously, I was an Alboron sales representative, but that type of work wasn't for me. I could never relate to the type of clientele that purchases weapons. But spacecraft have always held a certain fascination in my mind. It was comfortable working under Ryujin's banner, but despite all of my requests, they wouldn't transfer me to the Taiyo Astroneering Division. And so, here we are. May all your journeys be safe ones.
We want to find a place to stay while we're here. I've heard that the Hotel Voli is top-notch.
You wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Do you think I've suddenly inherited a fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium. This place is in a class all by itself.
Yeah, I guess. Take a look around. If you find something, I'll help you out, okay? Something you need? Can't you see that I'm busy? Why don't you mind your own business? Why don't you mind your own business?
I hope I find a gift that I can afford. The prices in this store are insane. You need to be independently wealthy to shop here.
Look, man,
I hope I find a gift that I can afford.
I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay?
Do I look like an idiot? Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back?
No.
I know what you've been wasting your money on. Damn junkies. You pay the posted price, or you don't get anything at all. I'm running a business here. I don't give handouts.
Okay. Jeez, sorry. Hey there. What's up? Take it easy. You good? Yeah.
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele. I cater to the high-end client. Affluent, intelligent, and successful. In Neon, that would be what we call the upper 10%. Yes, you're right. Of course. My apologies. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised you haven't run into any of them. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me tend to suffer the consequences. They're based out of Neon, but no one is certain who runs the syndicate. Could be anyone. My education on Jemison consisted entirely of academics and poetry, so it's unlikely I'd be successful in that regard.
Even if he could defend himself, I fear things would severely escalate. He might even end up getting himself killed.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh, I carry all sorts of unique items from across the settled systems. Luxury products for the discerning buyer. I'm not one to boast, but my shop won me my position as Administrator Bayou's personal decorator. His penthouse is my pièce de résistance. Before I forget, I also pay top credits to travelers that bring me unique baubles and trinkets, so keep your eyes open as you explore the spaceways. Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. No one knows. Seok are sleek, well-dressed mobsters. They aren't low-life gang members. Why they choose to hang out at a run-down little convenience store like that is beyond me. Whatever it takes, just don't go getting yourself killed on my behalf. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. I believe he's a newer member of Seoka. They pulled him up out of one of the street gangs that crawl through our sewers. If you're wondering how I know about that, he boasts about it every time he comes in here. He's quite a large gentleman. I believe you can find him roaming the street somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Look, if he somehow disappeared, you'd be doing everyone in Neon a favor. No one would miss him, no one would care. You won't find a more elegant selection anywhere else. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.